Hello, everyone, and namaste. Let's start with a prayer together. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, Guru Preceptors, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, beloved Guru Dev, Paramahansa Yogananda Ji, saints of all religions, we bow at thy feet. Bless our satsang with thy divine presence, thy love, thy joy, and thy light. Om Shanti Shanti. Tonight's topic is Ananda Village, Swamiji's creation of joy. And I'll share with you some of my insights during my time here at Ananda Village. I'll be leaving here in a couple of days and returning to India. We'll start with the song, and then we have a very special video clip about Ananda Village to show you. Welcome again, friends, everybody.
Many hands make a miracle. Let's all join hands together. Life on earth is so wonderful. When people laugh and dance and struggle as friends, let all their dreams achieve their ends. Many hands make a miracle. People climbing together. Soon we reach to the pinnacle of every mountain peak we hazard as one. We lift our hands to welcome the sun.
My magazine sent me to write a profile of a spiritual community in Northern California and its founder, a man named Swami Kriyananda.
I want you to go there, take a look around. Think they have some answers? I want you to write an article on it.
The community is called Ananda, which means joy. On first glance, everyone seemed happy, but appearances can be deceiving. Spirituality and charismatic leaders made me think of cults. But when I met Kriyananda, those thoughts went away.
Spirituality is a free-flowing thing. You're living in grace even though you'd know it.
At the age of 22, he became a lifelong disciple of the 20th century yoga master Paramahansa Yogananda. In 1968, he inspired a handful of young idealists to create the first Ananda community. Now Ananda communities are flourishing around the world. There was a story here, but it wasn't at all what I expected. It was a gathering place of extraordinary individuals, living their lives by an ancient science, both spiritual and practical. I learned about their teachings and how they put them into action.
A completely integrated life. The physical body, the mind, the emotions, And of course, the spirit.
It's an exciting time in medicine because we now understand that the brain is really much more changeable than we ever realized. People that meditate regularly feel happy, feel like it's easy to learn new things, you feel creative, kinder, more empathy toward other people.
Community is really about people. We're able to live simply here because we know that happiness comes from inside.
We can probably define spirituality as, does it make you feel happy?
I'm happy, aren't I?
Imagine a world where the goal is finding happiness.
Welcome again, everybody. I'm living at that place, Ananda Village. I came here 45 years ago, and I've lived here. I've lived in Palo Alto, Ananda, San Francisco, Ananda, Europe, Ananda, in Italy, and now I'm in India for the last 20 years. And the spirit of Ananda, no matter where you go around the world, it's that same joy, the same spirit, the same vibration, the same altar, the same wonderful friends who pray for you, who love you, who accept you, and who help you to find God. And as I came here, I came to recharge and to work inwardly on myself, to have some time to be able to contact the masters more, to be able to dive deep into the vibration here. And Ananda really feeds your soul. And I don't mean just Ananda village. I mean Ananda. Joy is a part of our whole being. And all of our centers, our meditation groups, online, the home study, the choirs, everything that we do in the books and the music and everything is just emanating God's vibrations of joy. And I recall when we first moved to Europe to start our work there in 1984, that I remember the very first special holiday, Easter, there were 12 different languages being spoken all around the dining hall. And it was so uniting though, because everyone had the same vibration. We all were meditating together. We all were singing together. We all were chanting together. And I remember we were later in Ananda and Assisi, and a little bit of competition started. Some of the people from Germany were saying, "No, we want potatoes. We don't want pasta." And the Italians, "We want the pasta." First, we told Swamiji that the food was important. They weren't getting the food that they wanted, and he said, "Feed their souls, and they'll forget about the food." And basically, that's what happened. And we had a blend of pasta and potatoes on different days. But it's the spirit that's important, not the outward form, not what color you are, what language you speak, where you're from, America, and this one's from India, and that's from Europe. Honestly, we're all souls, and we're all connected deep within. And Ananda is a place where, and I mean, when I'm saying Ananda, I'm meaning Ananda globally. Everybody's a Kriyaban, is a disciple, or seeking to become a disciple or a Kriyaban. And people are serving selflessly. People are trying to help each other. People are praying for each other. And it's such a high vibration. And here, I hope you all can come here to the 2026 celebration of Swamiji's 100th birth anniversary, just to also be with others who are all from everywhere in the world. You see, since I've been here, I've met people from all over, and still the energy and vibration is so much the same. So what were the highlights for me? The first was just joy. You just come here, and I'm speaking now, coming here to Ananda Village. just a deep sense of joy everywhere. Some people are struggling. People have gone through cancer. They're surviving from cancer. Some people have financial problems. Maybe some people have relationship problems and problems with their kids. But nobody's going around with a long face. There's an inner joy that comes from the spiritual life. And many people have been here 55 years or longer. Some people are newer, some people have been here for a while. But the feeling at Ananda, if we've got the right name. Ananda means joy. And even the creatures, the animals, the birds are singing all the time. There's beautiful sunsets, and you just feel that there's a divine blessing on the place here. I'm talking specifically about here right now, and I believe the masters come here. I certainly have felt them deeply, and I remember one mother of one of the residents. She had a vision of seeing Yoganandaji here at the property, and she asked him, I may have said this before, she asked him, "What, do you come here often?" And he said, "Well, I'm here all the time." And you certainly feel, Master, you feel Babaji. It's a holy place. It's a pilgrimage place. People come here for pilgrimages. And also another story I was remembering from years ago, a woman came to the retreat facility here, and she wasn't a disciple, but she enjoyed being here and being out away from the city. And she bought just a small picture of Master Yoganandaji. And she went home and she put it on her bookshelf, a bookshelf in her cabinet. And then some hard times came, and she felt very despondent. She felt even that she just wanted to just give up her life. And she was just ready to just go leave the house and just go walk into the ocean, or just leave everything and take her life. And she said, because she came back and she told the staff, she said, "That little picture I bought, it just enlarged. And it was Yoganandaji. It was his face. And he just went, no." He didn't, there wasn't a voice, but just like this. And she said, "I felt so loved and so supported." And that's the vibration. And it's not, I'm better than you. I'm more an authority. I've been around here longer than you. You have to listen to me, or none of that. It's like we're a team. We're cooperating with divine grace. We're here to serve and other people and to help each other. And so the biggest thing I felt was just a joyful vibration of cooperation, team spirit, happiness, and I met so many friends. And the second point I want to bring out is all the help. I mean, I certainly got a lot of help from being around Swamiji, if he said something or not. But I looked around, I looked at all the people who've helped me. This person who was there when I really needed, that person gave me this advice, this person, and it wasn't just one or two people, it was like so many people. This person prayed when I was really in trouble, or what, you see what I'm saying? And I think everybody here has a long list. And in India, we have a long list of people who've helped us. I mean, how many people out in the world have that many people love them and care for them and will pray for them and help them? And so just all of the help, and then the satsang, the importance, I just realized over and over and over, you can't do it by yourself. You just can't. I tried, but I failed. I tried to go away from where Master brought me, and I tried, and I said, "No, I know what I'm doing. I can do it by myself. I've got the teachings, I got the techniques, I got everything I need. Now I just do it by myself." No way. It didn't work. And once I came back, I said, "I'm never going to try that experiment again." It just didn't work. And so all the satsangs, the kriyas, I went to the Sunday satsangs here, the choir sings so many different times, and the musicians and all the things, the classes, and we have that all in India as well. It's not like it's just at Ananda village on the property here. So to go to the classes, go to the satsangs, listen to the music, go to the choir thing, go to the yoga class, whatever it is. And I just felt there is perpetual satsang here. You can dive in at any moment and get that satsang. And I think we have to remember that. And one other thing I want to bring up is, maybe I have two, but one is really important, the quiet. Wow. It just hits you. You come here, there's no a lot of noise from traffic. And I was here at the Crystal Hermitage, and wow, there's such a powerful vibration. Even with 800 people coming to see the tulips, the still was just a powerful vibration of stillness, of God's peace. And I was in my own room when all the people were out there. It wasn't like I could hear a lot of noise, but I felt their joy. That's the wonderful thing. It was uplifting to be there. But the thing is, the peace and quiet of getting away from the noise of people and the traffic and the honking. And I remember, I may have said this before, but I remember one of the last times Jyotish and Daviji were in India, and we were in a car going somewhere in Delhi, and Daviji said, well, I think it's less honking now, isn't it, Dhyana? I said, no, there's not less honking. And I said, and you probably noticed the honking is coming from our own car. That's the truth. But to be able to pull out of that and just be in the quiet, all the stress level goes down and the tensions go down and your worries and the emotions. And I was up also at our meditation retreat. And I know a lot of you will be coming. I recommend Haridas and Romaji are now running the meditation retreat. You all know them from India. So I went there. Many of us went there and spent time. Devarshiji and Shankarji and Vasudevaji, and everybody went to spend some time there because it's even more quiet than on the village. And I was way out in a cabin by myself, which was a little bit frightening, I must say. And so then on the window, it had a note, I kid you not, a note, do not open this window because there are friendly bears who like to come over and visit you. And I said, I'm not going to open that window. But it just tells you how far out I was and just me, God, and nature and the bears. But the bears didn't come. Some other creatures came, but anyway, it's just a place where you can just recharge yourself. And finally, the council, I've said this a little bit already, but I want to reiterate that I found that here I got a lot of insights from just being more with God and gurus and with peers and guru bhais and Jyotish and Davij. I got a lot of insights. I got a lot of inspiration. I got a lot of upliftment and consciousness. And this might be good to do. And that might, let's try this. So let's integrate that. And the other thing about that is we have to learn to hear the counsel. I mean, Divine Mother's talking all the time. The gurus are telling us all the time. Swamiji's trying to communicate with us, but we've got to be able to hear it. We've got to be able to lift our antenna up and open our hearts and be receptive and say, I want to know. Not, no, don't tell me what to do. I already know. I want to know. I want to grow. I want to get deeper. I want the answers. And once you start doing that, they come. And the other thing is to listen to the wise counsel of your guides, your mentors, your teachers. And I had quite a lot of time like that here. And I could have acted like, no, they never said anything. I'm going to do what I want to do. No, nobody told me anything, but they did tell me things. And when people come, I've seen it often, in fact, that people will say something or ask something and they do the opposite. So listen and go in the direction that was given to you. And Jyotishan Deviji said, and they said it in India several times, that people would come for counseling with Swamiji. I'm staying in that room, by the way, and I love being in there. There's all this wonderful vibrations of Swamiji in that room. But they said that they would walk the person from the front door to that room. The Swamiji wanted them to host the people. They would sit with Swamiji during that time and listen to what he had to say. And then they were the ones who walked the people out. And they said many times the person would walk out and say, "Did you hear what Swamiji said? He said this completely opposite from what he said. He said this because it went along with what they wanted to do and hear." And so we have to realize that that's a delusion. If someone's telling you, I mean, I went against it myself. That's why I left Ananda, and that's why I got into hot water, you could say, and I came back. But once I came back and I got going, I said, I'm not going to do that again. And Master said, Rajasi Janakananda found God because he learned how to listen. And I think so many people, they just are such in a tizzy and emotional, they can't hear anything. And then Daviji shared another story last night. I'll close with this, but it was deep. She said that someone was here and they said, "Oh, Swamiji, I'm leaving because I'm whatever." They were upset or whatever, and I'm going to go and I'm doing something else. And Swamiji just so quietly said, no, he heard that from somebody else who said the person left, was leaving. And Swamiji very quietly said, "Okay, well, I withdraw my ray." Now, that's big. And Master said that too about one disciple at least. Now, we think it's us. We're doing it. We've got the energy to meditate. We're energizing. We've got all the high, wise thoughts. We know how to work with people. We go on and on. And like Master said to Rajasi, don't forget where your power is coming from. So if you disconnect from the guru, you disconnect from those who are guiding you, you're on your own. And we don't want to be on our own. We're on a path. We have teachings, we have techniques, but the 75% is grace, the grace and help of God and gurus. And we have to link with them, listen to them, follow the advice, seek more, listen. I get advice from hearing Swamiji's talks every day. Okay, oh, I remember that point. Oh, I remember when he said that. Oh, I'm not doing that. I need to do that. You see, or opening a book of Swam. Oh, look at that point. I need to live that more. Oh, I haven't been doing that right. And when you start slipping into the old ways of thinking. It happened to me for sure. The old friends, the old bad habits and attitudes, and you just keep slipping down. So Masters put up his aura, and Swamiji's their aura of protection on the path that you can't get out of that. It reminds me of I don't know what they call it in India, but a playpen for a baby. So the baby can't get out. He's in the playpen and it's high enough they can't get up and crawl out. So it's like Masters put a framework. Like he said to that boy Kumar, don't go out of the vibrations of the ashram. We can't keep testing. I'll try this. I'll go do a little bit of that. I'll go out and I'll do this. I'll do that. Sooner or later, it catches up to you. So these are the things that I gained from being here, and I'll take them with me, and I'm going to integrate them. Finally, I'll say I've been staying at the Hermitage, Crystal Hermitage, as I said, where all the beautiful tulips were. When I first came, they weren't even open. They were just, waiting. And I've been there a number of weeks, and I saw them open. And I saw nobody was coming. Then I saw people, then more people, then more people. Then the flower, then the whole garden was just beautiful. Now it's going back down and nobody's there. You have to ask yourself, what has happened in the time that I have? I asked myself, I saw that garden coming back over here tonight. I said, no, what have I learned during this time? And I think for all of us, we have to evaluate and keep asking, what have I learned? What has my guru given me? What has Swamiji told me? What am I integrating? And as we do that, we'll really, really make progress. And that's the way to go further and deeper onto the path, and honestly, the way to find God. So I'll ask Nitendra now to join me. We have a few questions. If you all have questions, you can put them in the chat and we'll try to answer them.
Thank you so much, Dhyanaji. We actually have some beautiful questions. I think
Okay.
they're much better than the ones that I had prepared. So let's start with
Acha,
those.
theek hai.
The first one, Dhyanaji, is what is it like to live at Ananda Village, and how will a day at Ananda Village look like? And how is it different than being in other retreats?
Huh. What is it like? It's like heaven. It's like an astral plane. Really. It's so beautiful outwardly as well. There's not a lot of trash thrown around, and it looks very beautiful, very uplifted. There's people who serve all the time in the gardens and the forests, and it just is very beautifully outwardly, and the vibration is very high. You come here, you might have a kind of a heavy feeling or whatever, and you just start going up and you start feeling happier. You start feeling more strength. You start feeling like when I came here, I felt kind of tired, weeks back. And then every day I felt stronger, stronger, more and more energy, more. I don't think the joy ever left, but it came out more, from from being here. So you're around very high-minded people. There's high thoughts, there's creativity, there's initiative, there's people aren't lazy. It's like, it's like, let's do it now. And so that's what it's like. And what is different from other retreats, you're not sitting back having chai all the time, chatting with chai. It's like very dynamic. There's a lot going on. There's a retreat facility. There's people coming from all over the world there. There's schools here. There's homes where people live. There's businesses. There's a Sangha office where all the Sangha team served there. We had meetings here with the global leaders of Ananda worldwide. That went on for 3-4 days. That was week before last. So there's a lot of Shakti. It's like master's energy at the best, I would say. Master's energy really just pushing this movement forward. It's not just a community, it's a movement. And you feel that high energy. And you come here and you have more ideas, you feel more creative, you feel, there's just a lot that it takes away a lot of the, what can you say? It peels away a lot that you just aren't. And your real soul, the soul of who and what you are really come out. Dynamic, fun, energetic, joyful, lots of light. And you have a spiritual family all around you. Some of the kids, when I was here before, now I don't know, they're all grown up now, but when I was here, we were all their parents. Why are you over there? You should be going to the school. You need to go to your house. The poor kids had parents everywhere watching them. So it's really a spiritual home and family and bonding, a community. And I think it's from past lives. I think we've all come together because we've been together before doing this. Why would it be in our minds? I mean, I came out of Los Angeles. Nobody that I knew was doing anything like this and still aren't. So, I mean, it's like this was in me to come. And I think for all of us here, we came with Swamiji and Master to build this work. And you all in India are building it in India. Is that helpful?
Absolutely, Dhyanaji. Another live question, Dhyanaji, is that what quality is most essential that acts as a glue to keep the community together?
Cooperation. Cooperation and team spirit. Not I'm better than you, I have a higher job than you listen to me because I've been here longer than you. It's like, let's all jump in and help. Everybody has a role to play, just like a choir. You can't say my part's better than your part and your part's lower than my part. And everybody has a part to sing. And so in the community like this, I mean, you all know Jyotish and Devi ji. They're not the type that totally inaccessible. Nobody can ever see them. They're demanding everybody to do, not at all. And so you see people who are, some people are way younger than others who are in charge of departments, in charge of the management here and different areas. And it doesn't matter the age or where you're from and your race. Honestly, it just these things don't matter. What matters is your spirit. If you're in tune, you want to serve. There are so many things I was asked to do. I was happy not to do them, but Swamiji pushed me to do them. And I'm so glad he did. But I would happily have sat in the back row, but that wasn't the lifetime to sit in the back row. Maybe we sat in the back row in another lifetime, but it was like, no, this is for you to do. Serve, take hands with everybody else and do it. And so there's not a lot of ego. Look at me, look what I have on, look, oh, I've been here, oh, look. You just find people just want to serve their guru. And as you're here longer, the people I think who want it more, they're not here anymore. I think that's the point. And the people who are sincere and want to serve, they're still here. There's a woman 90 years old here. She's still serving every day. She's been serving for decades and decades. So who's keeping her alive? It's Master, Divine Mother. So it's the spirit of wanting to serve and not and being cooperative. I would say those are the most important things.
Energy, one last question.
Okay.
So we know that, I mean, you had a great time, but we are thankful that you're coming back. And that's why next week we won't have you live, but we'll play one of your recordings and Swamiji's audio.
Yeah, I'll be on the airplane at this time.
Yes, Saji, looking forward to seeing you back. So the question is related to that, the last one. So how will you carry such uplifting vibrations and joy when you come back to India? And how can we receive it from you when you're here?
Well, I can't help but bring it. It's in me. It's not something I'm carrying in a backpack. It's just on my suitcase. It's a part of who I am. And how can I bring it to you? Well, I'll be there. I mean, I'm bringing it to you now. You don't have to wait till next week. And so it's a vibration, and you have that same vibration. All of you do. I know who all I'm talking to, but you can have that same vibration if you don't. So how do you transmit that? You transmit it through what you say, how you look, the smile that you have, kindness. That's another wonderful thing here. People are so kind. How can I help you? Oh, you need something? And I have two wonderful friends here who've been helping me all these weeks. Pick me up, bring me over here, set everything up, take me home, find some food, bring the food over. I mean, these people are just like, how can we help? That is the mantra, I think, of Ananda. How can I help? And if you have that spirit, it just flows right out of you. You don't have to say, okay, now today I have to help people. Let me find somebody who I can help. It's like you can't help it. If you have joy, you can't help but spill it out. It comes, you have love, you can't help but share it with people, and people feel it. And like Master said, shoot them with the buckshots of your smiles. Now, it's a great statement. But I mean, it means a lot instead of going around with a heavy expression on your face and, oh, woe is me. I mean, Ananda means joy. You're on a path of joy. So no matter what the problems, I told you, I met somebody today who was battling with cancer. Still, the girl's smiling. Somebody else who has Alzheimer's, somebody else I saw. I mean, really, Master said it's a self-created darkness. So you either create that or you create the joy through your meditation, your seva, and your satsang, and everything we do. And you give that to everybody you meet. You can't help it. That's what I want to say. You can't help it. I can't help but smile right now. I can't help it. I could try. Well, I'm not happy, but I am happy. So that happiness is a part of our soul. And as we follow the path, follow our guru, I think he's the one smiling through us. And if he can't smile through you, I think you better rethink it. If Guruji can't smile through you. So God bless you all, and I will see you back in India next week. God bless you. Bye-bye. And thank you, Natendra.